So this is something you probably won't be surprised by, RG. I'm already looking for Brittany. Alright, well, she wanted to come directly into a shop. Hopefully we don't lose anything in here, but...
You look at the bins?
There she is. Do this at the end so that I don't lose anything. We'll find that today. Yeah, RG, I am feeling a whole lot better. Actually, probably within the last 36 hours, my arm improved quite a bit. Met with my surgeon yesterday. He gave me the all clear to come today. He even said I could ride rides if I wanted to. So, luckily, my surgery was a little bit simpler than we expected it to be. So, I'm pretty much here for some tolerance testing. I can't believe it's been 3 weeks since we've been to done a live stream. There is. It's very busy, even though it just stopped raining. What, probably the last half hour it stopped raining, you think?
Follow the Viva Gaia Prince. Throughout the month of May, we've been celebrating the rich histories and diverse cultures of our Asian American, Native Hawaiian, and Pacific Islander communities. Now, we'll sing this song for maybe a while.
So I actually don't think that the rain drove a whole lot of people out of here today. The parking lot was very full. It's still, yeah. Now we looked at the radar. It doesn't look like we're going to get much rain for the rest of the day. And Animal Kingdom was open until 8. Yeah, so we're going to probably, like I said in the community tab, probably only stream for about 2 hours. I don't want to push my shoulder quite past 2 hours. And then hopefully next week we're going to be at Universal, right? Next week. So next week we'll do our member stream and do a regular live stream next week. Want to go in the back? I don't know. Brittany's trying to remember. There was a specific reason we wanted to come here. We talked about it on our way home from Vero Beach 3 weeks ago.
It's just been like a year since we've been at it, so I really don't remember.
So kind of a heads up for 2 weeks. Next week we're going to do Universal. And then the week after, we're going to be staying in a resort.
Wait. What day is the week after?
Oh wait, no, I'm wrong. The week after is the 9th. So the 16th we're staying the night over here. That weekend we're going to be doing a live stream. We're going to do the same thing we did with Vero Beach. We're going to do a quick live stream with Boulder Ridge, and then our regular live stream also. So Wasn't it? Right. Last thing. Wasn't
Oh, a
it?
dessert? It was probably a dessert. I just can't remember what it was.
It's always a dessert, so I mean that doesn't really narrow it down too much.
I really don't remember. I don't even remember the part of the park it was in.
I don't either. Like, was there some new snacks that were coming out? I know there was an Epcot. That there was a couple that we wanted to try.
Did the Restaurant have something?
I don't know. We're gonna have to stop in at like every one of these places and find out. I don't know. We usually don't go right. We usually go left. So that's a good question. It's a stork. RG said, "Well, looks like we're gonna have to eat all the desserts."
I know. Is there a festival happening here? Not festival, but special. Maybe that's.
I don't think I've ever seen this thing in here. It's a stork.
Oh, the stork is right there.
Yeah.
There's a lot of
It's called an Abden stork.
Sam? No, let's go.
Did you find the tour?
No. I mean, he could be anywhere.
Tortoise is crawling up that tree right now.
Oh yeah. Wait.
He's like walking toward us right here.
Oh, he's huge.
He's like bending the branch.
Oh.
He's absolutely huge too. They're like tanks. They just go through whatever they.
Look how big he is.
Ready, baby? Let's go look at this.
Can you see him?
No, I didn't zoom in far enough, guys. I don't know if you can see the. He's right. Let me put my finger in here. Right there.
He's going this way, though.
Yeah, he's going behind the tree. Oh, you're good, man. Yeah, you're not gonna see him on screen. He went.
You gotta wait a second. Turtles are like my favorite thing. Turtles and grass. I know.
We got Brittany a leopard tortoise not even a year ago, 6 months ago maybe. The thing's like double the size it was when we got it.
Yeah, he's the biggest as my palm now. He's going the opposite. I thought he was gonna come right here.
Yeah. You ready to?
Never mind.
Brittany's upset. She loves tortoises. All right, so do you want to walk over to Restaurantosaurus and see?
I know it was a food, it wasn't a drink.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure that you're right. You want to see what's on the menu board?
It was like one of the walk-ups.
I feel like it's a walk-up too.
Yeah, these are just regular.
Actually, I think it's at this place because I remember saying, wasn't it at the place where I got that coffee? Well, I feel like maybe that's what I said. I wanted the ice cream sandwich.
You guys know how you want to go ahead and they're not done yet.
Okay, so I do remember that I wanted the ice cream sandwich, and there was something else that you wanted, but I don't remember what it was. So it's somewhere else. Okay, John said the pineapple crisp sundae, which I think is what you wanted, is the only thing new at Animal Kingdom that he knows about. John said that.
What even is that?
I don't know.
You got Rice Krispies in it? That's weird.
We're gonna have to find out. I think it's huge.
I've never seen any of these guys out.
John Self, I got to tell you, you made Brittany laugh when she was reading the review of your homecoming review. She says, I forget how you put it, but it was really, really funny. She said it in a different way that it was written, but it was funny.
credit.
My
I was
dining
like-
companion.
I was like, wait a
something.
minute. He's talking about me.
All right, so left or right? Left.
Where did they say where that Sunday is?
Tamu and Tamu in Africa.
I need to get new shoes. I have a hole in mine.
Oh, you should get a pair of these.
Those are expensive.
These are magic.
And you're the only one that has them because you need magic shoes.
Well, that's partially true. You need magic shoes too.
These are children's shoes.
They are children's
Get
shoes.
them in the youth section.
You got them like 2 years ago?
I did not like it, but now you know that you don't like it.
Dude, pro tip, Disney, the best Disney shoes I've ever worn. Hoka's. Hoka's are magic.
Oh, the OCs are okay too.
The OCs on clouds, yeah, they're very good too. We had to buy those for me because I forgot to take shoes to Vero Beach.
Who forgets shoes?
Me, apparently. Well, it's okay because I want to start running anyway, and that's a good pair of shoes to run in. So.
It feels wonderful.
The rain really did help. When we left St. Pete, it was almost 90. I'd say it's probably high 70s, low 80s right now.
Yes. Show starts at 4:30.
That's one heck of a line.
Yeah, it is.
Now we haven't been here to live stream in about 4 months.
Really?
Yeah, the last time we did a live stream here was February.
Hi, friends. Please don't go over.
I think that is long.
Yeah.
He's going fast.
What's that?
Little motorized wheelchair is going fast.
All right, he's hauling. I wonder what the line for Everest is like. If there's anything you want to go in, just let me know. We can, or if there's anything you guys want to see, just let us know. Brittany seems like she's on kind of a mission right now to find this forgotten snack.
Well, I'm trying really hard just to remember. The standby line's 35?
Oh, it's not so bad.
15.
Probably 15 for real. I feel like the last time we got on that, when it had a 30-minute or so line, it took us like 15, 20 minutes to get on.
Where y'all at? Tree barbecue because they've got the salad. But that I just saw that thinking vegan.
No, it wasn't that thing, because it was on either the way to or the way from Vero Beach. You got excited because we just made the offer for the Animal Kingdom DVC, and you were like, I got to look at everything that's Animal Kingdom now. And then you found it, and you were like, oh my god, I got to do this. No, I have not. if you guys were following along, the last time we live streamed from Vero Beach,
Stop, sir.
we had made the offer on the Animal Kingdom DVC contract. Well, Brittany got the Disney waived their right of first refusal 3 days ago, 2 days ago, something like that.
Something like that.
So unfortunately, we can't close on that contract until November. But we got ourselves what? How many more points?
100.
100 more points from DVC. So you guys we're going to be doing a lot of YouTube live streams from. We're literally staying at a different resort every month for the next 7 months.
Yes.
So we're going to do Border Ridge next week, or no, 3 weeks. Riviera after that.
Hopefully, we got
Hopefully.
our fingers crossed for that.
We're on a wait list for Riviera.
And then after that,
Was that August? August is Old Key West. September is Polynesian. And then Bay Lake Tower in December. That's going to be Brittany's birthday. We're going to try really hard to keep her out of the men's room.
October,
Oh, October. What is October?
the 1 bedroom.
Yeah, where's that at?
That's at Jumbo. The
Animal Kingdom.
what do you call it? The
Jumbo
value,
House?
the value rooms.
Oh, okay. So John said it's a turning red cupcake from Pizza Safari.
No, I just saw that one the other day. I thought it was that. If I went to Pizza Safari, because remember we were talking about it.
Yeah.
If I went to Pizza Safari, I would get it. But it wasn't. That wasn't it. I'm so mad at myself.
Well, John said that is available at both quick service locations.
So you don't have to. We don't have to go in the Pizza Safari.
Yeah. Are we going up this way to the market?
No, we're just gonna look at this place.
The Yak and Yeti walk up?
Yeah.
That's really hard to read. Banana pudding parfait, cookies and cream parfait, and lemonade cup. Huh.
I need to write these things down.
You do need to write things, or at least text me with these things.
I was with you.
I know, but it's easy to remember stuff when it's written down or texted. I text myself when I want to remember stuff. Ooh, Yak and Yeti smells good right now. So, the one bad thing about this bag is it's directly on one of my cuts.
Do you want me to?
No, it doesn't. It feels like it's pinching a little bit. It hurts a little bit, but not too much. Did this guy make it? Is he still alive?
I think he's still alive.
The sitar guy? He had a quadruple bypass?
It was a lot of bypass. It was a lot.
That was like right after we did the short. We did a short of the sitar player, and like a couple days later, he had to have quadruple bypass or.
Something really bad with his heart. Hey, margarita's there.
Hey, can you hold this for a second while you use the restroom?
I'm gonna go up to this Mr. Kamal's and hope it's over here. Fries. Was it the dumplings? It might have been the dumplings. If I can't think of anything else, we're gonna say it was the dumplings. This one's closed. Let's go over here and see if it was this one. Or was it the shave ice? I've never had shave ice with condensed milk before. I want to try it. trying to refresh my memory on what food I wanted to have today. We might settle on these dumplings. I wonder when this one closes. Ducks are having a good time. This gimbal's a little jumpy today. You guys see it? I see it on this end. Those season fries were good. Actually, they were a little bit better a couple of years ago. I don't know what they did. Okay, so I think if I can't remember, we're just gonna settle on those chicken dumplings because they may or may not have been it.
Did you look at this stuff over here?
I did.
Huh. Okay, so olive and channel waving hand. We're doing relatively well today. Okay, I don't know what they're talking about here. What were you supposed to try and let us know how it tastes? Last comment.
Oh, I can't remember. They were a couple weeks ago.
I mean, what are they talking about?
Oh, I was telling them coming in what
Yeah.
we're doing.
Okay.
Or what I was trying to do. A couple weeks ago, I was saying, I was reading, like, GFP food blog or something. One of those many Disney blogs.
The many Disney food blogs.
Yeah. And I saw there was like a picture, like of something. I'm like, oh, I want to go there. Let's get that. That looks really interesting. And for the life of me, I can't remember what it is.
Well, maybe we'll find it. We'll do a couple walk arounds. We're going this way? Tusker House? Where's Tusker House? You know, our favorite snack place is right over here, isn't it? The one we almost always get something from is... Wait, I gotta turn around, never mind. Psych, I lied.
This is the place with the, you can put rum in your dough.
Yes. So, I was thinking of this place, but I was looking for it over there. Okay, this has the pineapple crisp sundae.
Yeah. Pineapple crisp cake, vanilla ice cream.
That's what it looks like
pineapple
right there. Oh, excuse me. I feel like this is it though.
Do you know they have Irish coffee here? They have Irish coffee here.
Oh, okay. So you said you were going to try some food and a drink at one of the walk-ups a few minutes ago when you were holding this. Do you remember what it was? The dumplings?
If I abandon my mission, trying to remember what it is, we're just gonna eat the dumplings because they look pretty good.
Well, we've had them before. I've had them before.
What did you get?
Maybe I came by myself and tried them. Let's see what's over here at the bar at Tusker House. Okay, so all three of those look really good. If you want to try one, I'm going to drive home, so...
Well, but what if you don't know?
I'm going to. I feel really good, so...
I don't want it right now. I want the food right now.
So we're in a little bit of a conundrum because I just had shoulder surgery. So we're trying to figure out how I'm going to feel at the end of the night. Because I had shoulder surgery on the 11th, so what, 2 weeks and 1 day ago? So Brittany doesn't want to try any alcohol because she may have to drive home. We live about 100 miles away from here. We drive here every time we live stream. So she might have to drive home. So there's a good chance that if I feel good enough, I'm going to drive home. But she wants to wait to see how I feel closer to the end of the night to have an alcohol drink. Hopefully that makes sense.
You want your card?
15 minutes.
Want to do it?
Is your arm okay?
Yeah, my arm will be fine for this.
Okay. the animals will be out because it rains.
It's nice and cool. Guys, as you know, the safari sometimes is a little bit tough for live streaming. So if I do lose you for a few minutes, we will be right back. We're not gonna end the stream if we do have any glitches. Sometimes this is like the easiest live stream area. Sometimes it's the worst.
And while we're in line, I'm gonna look online and see if it's an animal kingdom.
Well, I do feel right now. I drove here, so it's like I'm good to drive. It's just I haven't done a 2 or 3 hour amusement park walk around. Huh? Yeah, usually you have to go down that way. Usually that's open. I mean, look, there's the buses right there.
Oh,
Or the Jeeps.
I think they were like doing like on the dress up like stage, like I think they pulled the trigger maybe. But I guess again, the wild animals they were like, well, obviously they have to go through the wild over. Yeah, I really like crawl through the gate for
You finding anything over here?
So the season fries,
and then
mac and cheese.
trying to like
We've had that.
away. Well, I mean, a kid, that's
I got you.
like he was like a toddler. He get like a lot.
Empanadas,
Into the habit. Like,
ice cream sandwich.
already like, actually.
That wasn't the ice cream sandwich at that place I got the cold brew. That's a different one. That might have been the ice cream sandwich I wanted. I don't know. I can't eat any ice cream. That's cute.
I think
Table
that's
service and Tiffin's.
a restaurant. So many ads.
That's it.
That's it?
Yeah, that's it.
What? Well, it wasn't any of these, I don't think. I wouldn't have really wanted
I'll
that.
bet if you go on Instagram and you go to Disney Food Blog's Instagram, you'll find all kinds of foods. Because
And it's now being jarred in our
that's what they do.
These research centres are ready for sale around the country, back in Nairobi, in many homes and housing. We have this interesting partnership with Disney. They've been instrumental in joining our team.
Let's wait 4 minutes out here and then we'll go.
Funding through the Disney Worldwide Conservation Fund. Also
Maybe by the time we got a lot out of off this ride, the sprinkles will stop too.
and support and identity this increase means that the project's expanding around.
These guys have the best haircuts.
We're at 4 minutes.
See if I can zoom in on this guy.
Hello everyone, and welcome to Kilimanjaro Safaris. In order to keep your wait time to a minimum, we ask that you please keep your group together, keep up with the party in front of you, and fill in all the available space. It is not necessary to form a single file line. If you are traveling with a stroller, please have children and valuables unloaded before you reach a parking area. If you are traveling with someone in a scooter or wheelchair, please have this person lead your party through the line. This will help keep your wait time to a minimum. Once again, please keep your group together, keep up with the party in front of you, and fill in all the available space.
Am I saying it right? Is it Balaban?
Thank you for touring with Kilimanjaro. When it comes to safaris, we go wide.
Yeah, he gets a head of hair.
Here to welcome you to the Harappan Wildlife Reserve, one of the largest and most beautiful animal parks you will visit anywhere. Our mission is to conserve and protect the small part Safaris will take you on a journey into the heart of the reserve to see some of the many remarkable animals.
Some of that stuff looks really good.
Seeing animals in their natural habitat.
How long ago was this?
Most
April 13th?
Yeah, that's too far back.
of your life. But to see animals in their natural surroundings, you must be alert and keep your eyes open.
Brandy with the raccoon.
When the weather is hot, look in the shady places where you may find them resting. When the weather is colder, you may find them under open grassy plains soaking up warm
Pepper jack pretzel?
No,
It's
it
Magic
wasn't a pretzel.
and shaded. This is true of both predators and their prey, so you must pay attention and look
This
carefully.
is the only one they've had here recently, May the 9th.
Did you scroll through them? Oh, that's the only thing on there.
That might have been it. They've got a new sauce, I think.
I don't think that was it. It was definitely a dessert.
Remember, shouting or making loud noises won't distract and disturb them, so try to speak softly. Most importantly, please keep your eyes on your children. And for your own safety, remain in your seats at all times.
Alright, so I don't think we're gonna find this mystical snack food.
I don't either. Where did I go? Okay, I'm just going to start scrolling on my Instagram because that's probably where I saw it.
It's definitely where you saw it.
I'm going to do that.
This can also make photography difficult, so you may want to take the pictures when you travel a lot of people slowly or stop.
Are you gonna scroll the whole way? 2 weeks? 3 weeks? Yeah, that's 4 days ago, 5 days ago.
I mean, that's the whole way of doing
I know how hard it is sometimes for people to say your name right. My first name's Jeremy, but it's spelled. It looks more like Jerome. Most people call me Jerome. But it's very windy at home. It's taking the cover right off my car. So yeah, I try really hard to say people's names right. Because I've had like classes, like when I was in college, like I never had a professor say my name right.
Animals.
The guy at the record store told me cows belong to them. Cows? Cows, yeah. They look like so many cows here. Cows and
I know it was here.
I don't know. Are you questioning yourself?
No, the whole reason we came to Animal Kingdom was because you wanted to try this one snack. Was it in Pandora maybe? Because I know you wanted to go to Satuli. Although, are we going to go to Satuli? Because we're going out for dinner tonight, and we have to spend $1 million. I'm almost positive we talked about it either at Vero Beach or at the Animal Kingdom Lodge when we live stream.
Jumbo, everyone, and welcome to Kilimanjaro Safaris. In order to
No, it's
keep your
definitely
wait
here.
time
It's
to a
definitely
minimum, we ask that you please keep your group together. Keep
I mean,
up
even
with
our
the party
team
in
members
front of you,
use here.
and fill in all the available space.
talked about it enough
It is
times.
not necessary to form a single file line. If you are traveling with a stroller, please have children and valuables unloaded before you reach our stroller parking area. If you are traveling with someone in a scooter or wheelchair, please have this person lead your party through the line. This will help keep your wait time to a minimum. Once again, please keep your group together, keep up with the party in front of you, and fill in all the available space. Thank you for touring with Kilimanjaro. When it comes to safaris, we go wild.
You can go down either side, everyone. Either side, either side. Both
Well,
sides are available, everyone. Both sides are available.
let's just go left. All right, let's go right then. I mean, it's like the exact amount of space, so let's go right. Okay, so RG said he rewatched the Vero Beach live stream and didn't hear anything. So we didn't talk about it there.
We might have been driving.
Probably, because you were pretty bored because it's like, what, a 3-hour drive, 4-hour drive to Vero Beach? Well, the only one I read other than I just read John's other than GFP, so I don't know. You look at all of them. You do Mickey Views, but he doesn't do a vlog. You literally showed me.
Hello everyone, welcome to Before you begin your trip, you should know
I know you want that, but that's not it. Yeah, maybe WDW. There's so many people that do Disney, it's like fun. You know, that's a good question, Belvin. We lost. So YouTube's it's a fickle mistress. We were gone for, we didn't live stream for 3 weeks. We lost 35 subscribers in 3 weeks. So, I don't know. I feel like we do have a pretty good live stream. I don't know why we. Actually, none of our regulars are here, except for RG. RG and John. I think John's probably our oldest subscriber. It is, I like that. Actually, if you don't mind liking it and sharing helps us out a ton. It's free. It helps us out though. Yeah, RG, it sucks when you if you take any time off at all from YouTube. Hey, it's Patty. We're in one. Are you gonna sit on the outside? I mean, you can if you want to hold the camera. How are you doing today, Patty?
Permanezcan sentados y mantengan las manos, brazos, pies y piernas dentro del vehículo. Y cuiden a sus niños. Gracias.
We are doing good. My shoulder is holding up very well. I mean, we've been here for
Before you begin your trip,
we've been in the park for about 45 minutes, and I feel pretty good. I still think we're gonna only go for about 2 hours today, just because I don't want to overdo it. But
ensure a safe and pleasant trip.
I feel really good.
It's nice outside too.
It feels really good.
I think it makes it easy.
I'll ask them to call. Someone will call.
You know, I don't know. Every time we've taken more than a 2-week break, we lose. 2 weeks, we lose usually about 10 to 15 subscribers. And then what's funny is they usually we get them right back. After 1 or 2 live streams. So we're planning on doing a bunch of live streams over the next 4 weeks. Probably 6 of them over the next 4 weeks. So that'll help.
Para su seguridad,
Yeah.
permanezcan sentados y mantengan las manos, brazos, pies y piernas dentro del vehículo.
Yeah, good, Gillian.
Cuida a sus niños.
Are we gonna go this
Gracias.
one or no?
I'll have you wait for the next one.
Jumbo,
Next one? All
everyone.
right, so you're gonna want to switch me again.
Just let them know that a child's little pink pony toy was dropped and that we had a coordinator come pick it up and have some kind of
Hey, no worries, Patty.
To ensure a safe and pleasant trip, you should be in good health and free from high blood pressure, heart, back or neck problems.
Brittany's looking for a snack she's really wanted to try on her phone. So
It's
she's,
under the truck.
she's super quiet right now.
It's under.
Once aboard the safari transport, please consider your hands, arms, and legs inside, and remember to watch your children. Your transport will arrive in short.
So it's like right in between the tires. It's up here, but it's in between the tires of the truck. In between where? So it's like
No, they lost
dead
flush
center
drive.
where it races. Like you can see it when the truck's
It's in between the real wells.
Sounds good. Thank you.
No, it's on the ground, but it's in between.
Alright, driver, doors are closed. Hold. Thank you so much.
Oh, that thing's little. Oh, that stinks. Oh, she dropped her pen again.
Hello everyone, and welcome to Kilimanjaro Safari. Before you begin your trip, you should know that the unpaved roads of the Harambe Wildlife Reserve pass through
RG, are you still in the middle of painting, or have you all finished up?
experience bombs and submissions on your safari adventure. To ensure a safe and pleasant trip, you should be in good health and free from high blood pressure, heart, and neck problems, motion sickness, or other conditions. Jumbo, everyone, and welcome to Kilimanjaro Safari. In order to keep your wait time to a minimum, we ask you to keep up with the party bus and limit all space. It is not necessary to form a single file line. If you are traveling with a stroller, please have children and valuables unloaded before you reach our stroller party.
Carefully, my friends. That means welcome, so welcome aboard. Watch your step, make sure you're sliding all the way in and making room for everyone. Go to find the seats and get comfy. And if our entire party doesn't fit today, we are going to be on the next track. Now on your right, watch your hands, arm, feet, legs, words, and close the doors, and then we're going to get on out of here.
When it comes to safari, we go wide.
Asante Sana morning. Now here in Harambe, we like to say Twin Day because Twin Day means let's go. Well, Jumbo, everyone, welcome aboard. My name is Rachel. I'm going to be your safari guide today as we venture out into the Harambe Wildlife Reserve. A couple of reminders as we make our way out there, and this is for your safety to remain fully seated at all times with your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside of the truck. That includes all of our tiny friends today, so if they're sitting on our lap or on the seat next to us, that is completely fine. Just make sure they're staying fully seated as well. No games with hot potatoes, no passing them from lap to lap, and no Simba, so no lifting up into the air. Now this out here is the animals' home, but we are just their visitors passing through, so we want to be respectful of their homes and of course those animals. So when asked that we please use our inside voices, try to keep the chatter to a minimum, and definitely don't call out to those animals. That is a pretty big no-no around here, so no chirping, whistling, roaring, clapping, all that good stuff. We're just going to keep it to ourselves today. Now one last reminder, this out here is quite a bumpy ride, so make sure you're holding on to all of our personal belongings as well. Don't want to drop anything on the reserve because we can't go back for it, and I can't get out of this truck, so definitely hold on tight. Well, friends, a few more moments here, and we're going to head on into the reserve. The Harambe Wildlife Reserve is around 110 acres. That means the entirety of Magic Kingdom can fit on this reserve, and over 30 species of animals call it home. Right now we're going to be making our way into the Little Aturi Forest. This is going to be home to many different types of animals, but those that use camouflage as their main form of defense. So their natural colors and markings are going to help them blend into the area surrounding them, so sometimes they can be a little hard for us to spot. But maybe not these okapi over to your right hand side.
He's really far away.
Now, one of my very favorite animals, the okapi, is certainly very interesting. With those black and white on their legs, they look a lot like some zebra. Now, you would think the zebra and okapi are closely related because of these black and white stripes. They are not. The okapi here is the only living relative of the giraffe. Now, over here to your left, just a beautiful bird. This is the saddle-billed stork. They get their name for a yellow saddle shape that sits on top of their bill. When they are fully standing, they can reach heights around 5 feet tall, with a wingspan about as wide as that canopy above you. Now, my favorite thing about the saddle-billed stork is though they are solitary animals, they are known to mate for life. So they pick one mate and stick with them for their entire time here on Earth.
Oh, move too slow.
Now, speaking of...
Oh, the rhino's moving.
Some pretty cool animals. Down this way, it looks like there is a rhino moving around over here to your left. Very exciting. This looks like it's a black rhino. The black rhino is going to be the smaller of the two types of rhinos that live out here on this reserve. They can reach around 3,000 pounds, so not too small. They can also charge or run about 35 miles per hour, so quite a fast animal. We'll stop and take a look for just a moment. Now take a look at those beautiful horns. Now rhinos, they are poached for these horns. Their horns are made out of keratin, that is the same fingernails are made out of, and it serves no scientific purpose for humans. So all these friends here have no natural predators in the wild. Humans have sadly become their greatest threat throughout the years. And because of that, Disney works together with organizations like the International Rhino Foundation to help stop poaching. That way we'll see them around for a lot longer. Now as we make our way out of the forest, it looks like there is going to be another animal over here to your left. Now they look a lot like deer. They actually are considered the deer of Africa. But these are the greater kudu. They're the tallest of the forest antelope, while laying down to the left of them is a bongo, the heaviest of the forest antelope. So you got the tallest and the heaviest here. Now friends, unfortunately rhinos aren't the only animal on this reserve that are wild. A lot of them are, and that's why they live here. It's due to a multitude of reasons, but in forests it's mainly because of something called deforestation. That's an abundance of trees being cut down, and it takes away a lot of their homes in the wild. So we like to not only talk about some ways that Disney are helping these animals, but some small ways we can help out as well. And when it comes to deforestation, just being mindful of how much paper we're using and recycling that paper can truly go a long way. Now here to your right, some white birds scattered around. These are the pink-backed pelicans. They are one of the smaller residents here in the Safi River Valley. So we have entered into a new ecosystem. It is a wetter region of the reserve, home to animals that spend more time by the water. Now the pink-backed pelican getting their names for, well, they're pink backs and they're pelicans. They are born with that pink color. It becomes more prominent in males during mating season. It's kind of like they're blushing. Now the pink-backed pelican, they are the only pelican that nests in trees. In fact, they are colonial nesters. They nest in large colonies or large families of around 20 to 500 pairs of them. Now here in the Safi River Valley, we are usually on the lookout for somebody much larger. Now I'm thinking of a hippo, but despite their size, hippos can be a little hard to spot. They're not the best swimmers in the world, so instead they will float down to the bottom of the river floor and walk along it. They can reach speeds around 20 miles per hour underwater and hold their breaths up to 8 minutes. So they could
There's a whole bunch of baby ducks in there.
We may not have the best luck with hippos today, but we have found some Nile crocodile.
After a while,
This is crocodilian species in Africa. They can get as long as a giraffe can get tall, at around 500 pounds. Now on days like today where it is pretty toasty, we will oftentimes catch crocodiles laying around with their mouths open. Now that can be kind of scary with all their teeth showing, but they're just trying to stay cool. With their mouths open like that, they're able to push out any excess heat from their bodies through their mouths. It's very similar to how a dog will pant. Alright, well out of the Safi River Valley, and that means one thing and one thing only around here. We're going to be heading onto the savannah pretty shortly. Now I'm quite excited. The savannah is home to a lot of our favorite animals. It's also home to a lot of really cool vegetation. So trees and plants, just like this one coming up on your right. Kind of a funny looking tree, but it is one of my favorites and it is very special to us here at Disney's Animal Kingdom. That tree is called a baobab. Now baobabs come with a lot of fun nicknames, one of them being the upside down tree. Now, they can be leafless for about 9 months out of the year, making it look like their roots are sticking out of the ground. But another pretty common nickname for the baobab, especially around here, is the tree of life. So that big giant tree you saw as came in the park today was also a baobab, and getting that nickname because they're able to store and conserve large amounts of water. Well, here we are, out on the savannah. As we mentioned, it is home to a lot of our favorite animals, just like this giraffe off to your right. Now, Hakuna Matata, friends, no worries. We're going to get a closer look at them in a little bit. But this out here, these are the Maasai giraffe. They are the tallest of all the giraffes. They can reach around 18 to 20 feet tall, with a baby being born up to about 6 feet. That's about where you're sitting in the truck right now. Now, the first thing that those baby giraffe experience when they enter the world is gravity. They have one long drop to the ground when they are born, about 7 to 8 feet, and that's because giraffe give birth standing up. Now, despite that, they are able to walk or run within the first hour of their lives. It's kind of that drop that kind of kickstarts their reflexes, get those lungs moving. Now, we're going to get closer to them here in a few moments. Now, it did just rain, so it's definitely cool out here. The weather, at least. So these animals are a lot more active because they do love some cool weather, just like we do. So we have a lot of luck up ahead as well. Now, giraffe, most of the time, they are going to just leisurely walk along. They are quite fast animals as well. But before we talk about that, here to your left, there's a hyena moving around just behind that den. A little hard to spot back there. Now, it's a spotted hyena. They get their name because they do have spots. They're very, just like our fingerprints, are unique to us. Now, still to your left, some sable antelope. Now, this animal is very special to us. They are the emblem of our reserves. They're our mascot. Arabe meaning come together in Swahili, which is what they do. They stick together. It's a great reflection of how we work together out here on the reserve to protect these animals. Now, they have some pretty amazing horns, as well as these Nkoli cattle to your right. They are one of 2 animals on the reserve that are domesticated. So that means they're not wild animals. Instead, they are more like cows. Now, they look like them, they moo like them, they eat lots of food like them. They do have an extra large feature, and that's, of course, those horns. Now, these horns can reach around 5 to 6 feet long. They are also hollow inside, except for a honeycomb-like structure. Now, this structure helps with blood flow. As blood moves through their horns, it's going to cool down, so they are essentially a built-in AC unit on top of their head. Now, you may hear them be called the Watusi cattle, named after the first group of people to domesticate them, and that was the Watusi tribe. And not only do those horns act as a great AC unit, but they're also connected to their sinuses. So if you have any mucus build up, or say they catch a cold, they can tip their head to the right or to the left, and it's going to help them break up that mucus. So these horns definitely come in handy for them. Now, it seems we have run into a little bit of traffic here. Could mean that somebody up ahead is crossing the road or conveniently standing in the road. But once again, this is their home, so they do get right away. We let them do their thing. That means we might have to hang out here for just a few moments. Now, looks like they're up on the move up ahead. These giraffe are also, looks like one of them is heading this way. Now, we were talking about back there how they do most of the time just leisurely walk along like this. They are quite fast animals. They can reach around 35 miles per hour. That's usually over some shorter distances, but then coasting about 10 miles per hour over longer ones. And that is going to be faster than this truck will ever go. So a giraffe could easily outrun this truck today if they wanted. giraffe here to our right. There's also a couple more animals out there. So just behind them, those teeny tiny friends, those are the springbuck. Springbok into their name because they can spring pretty high in the air. About 6 feet up and 13 feet forward. So they could jump up through this truck to the other side with ease. And not only can those springbok jump pretty high, they're quite fast as well. In fact, springbok are in the top 10 fastest animals in the world, reaching around 35 to 40 miles per hour.
You know, this is something we need to do, Brittany.
Another pretty noticeable
We've
feature
never
on the
done the
giraffe are
giraffe
those little knobs on
experience,
top of their
safari
head.
experience here.
These are called ossicles. They
We've
are
done it in Busch
oftentimes
Gardens.
used as horns or
Awesome.
as
You
their
get to feed
ears,
the giraffes.
but they are just
I don't know if you
bone
can do
covered
that
in
here.
skin. Now this is another way we know that the okapi and giraffe are related. So while both male and female giraffe will have ossicones, only male okapi have them. So the two we saw back in the forest, those are both female. They didn't have any ossicones. Now the okapi and giraffe, they do share some pretty similar bone structure. They also both have a prehensile tongue. Now that means they can reach out with their tongue and grab their food off these bushes and trees. Those tongues are pretty long, actually getting around to about 18 inches long. So if you were to look at your arm, from the tips of your finger down to your elbow, that's about as long as a giraffe's tongue.
Not at all, RG. Not at all.
They like the trucks.
They do like there's food on it. It's like wait.
Now here, our friend here to the right that is just munching away, this is called chewing cud. So some other animals that do that are cows, sheep, goat. It's all because they're all ruminants. They have 4 chambers to their stomach instead of 1. Their food does have to pass through all 4 of those chambers, so as it passes through 1, they essentially throw their food back up, and it keeps on moving. So that's what we're watching here. Pretty yummy.
Is he chilling right in front of the truck? So we're stopped.
That does look like up here we are in a giraffic jam.
He's right
Down the road.
Right there.
Let me pull up just a bit so we can get a better look at these springbok. They're grazing along over here as well. Now we love to call the springbok the s'mores of the savannah. You see that graham cracker, the chocolate, and then the marshmallow on the bottom. You also see it just a little bit. There's a little strip of like white fur on their back that will stand up when they are alarmed or they're in danger, and that will let other springbok in the area know that there is danger nearby.
I know, right? RG's a 3-hour tour. I'm okay with that.
This giraffe is going to be pretty close to us here on the right, so just a reminder, we want to use our inside voices, keep our hands inside the truck. Don't want to spook them. As they do pass by the giraffe, here to see some wallabies. There's a giraffe laying down, which is pretty awesome. And then right here in the grass, you can barely see them, are those eland. Common eland, one of the largest antelope species.
Hey, bud.
Now, friends, reminder to sit down, please. All the way in the back. Please stay seated. Now, those wildebeest out there, they are one of my very favorites. Very well known for migration. They are known to travel as far as 500 to 1,000 miles every single year. They migrate in search of water and for food. They're going to migrate by following the rain patterns across the continent. Very, very cool. This is known as the Great Migration. Not only do wildebeest take part in that, but plenty of other animals as well, like zebra. It's very common to find wildebeest and zebra together out in the wild. They are kind of like friends, going around together. Now, safari's so good, we've had some great luck back there, and it looks like we are going to continue this lucky streak. Always saw the tallest animal back that way. Over here to our right, we're about to see the largest animal on land. Now the African elephant. Just amazing to kind of put their size in perspective. The largest elephant that lives on this reserve is around 13,000 pounds. It eats around 300 pounds of food a day. Now with their large bodies does come some large features, one of them being their ears. Those elephant ears can reach around 30 pounds each. Now, for the African elephant, they're kind of the shape of Africa, so a fun way for us to identify them. They're also going to use their ears kind of like a fan. So on hot days, we'll catch some elephants flapping their ears. That can help cool their bodies down up to about 15 degrees, just doing that alone. Now, of course, we all know what ears do best. They're going to help them hear, and elephants have a great sense of hearing. Because of that, they're able to communicate with each other over these long distances and use low humming noises that we can't hear. We can only hear about 20% of the noises that elephants make, so those two there could be having a conversation or could be talking to one another, and we would have no idea. Now that was a pretty great sign that we have entered into elephant territory. And speaking of great signs, we found another one. Now all of this red dirt, this is red clay, and elephants eat red clay. It's kind of like how we eat our vitamins in the morning, so it's a great source of nutrients and minerals for them. Oh, and if you look over to your right, there are some tusk marks in this clay. So that's obviously a pretty great sign as well. We're going to see if we can find who they belong to. Now elephants, they also migrate, so that means they move around a lot. They migrate in herds. Now, these herds are very special. They are a family-oriented species, so they care very deeply about their family members. They're very protective over them. These herds are also matriarchal, so that means that most of the time the herd members are going to be a group of all-female elephants. Now, with one head matriarch, she's the one in charge. Her female relatives, which is oftentimes her sisters, her aunts, and her cousins, and then, of course, their young or their babies, which we call calves. Male elephants, they tend to split off from those herds pretty early on in their lives. Sometimes they stay on their own, other times they get bored, so they can join other male elephants to form a bachelor herd or a bachelor herd. And we are pretty lucky on this reserve. There are 3 different elephant herds that live out here. The largest is a family of 4. It's a mom and her 3 daughters, while the smallest, we just saw them, is a mom and her daughters, just 2 of them. And then there is a bachelor group out here as well with 3 males. We talked about one of those males, how we talked about he was the largest bull elephant that lives out here. So we will still keep a lookout and see if we can find anyone else out here today. And just an amazing animal. One of my favorite things about them are their trunks. Their trunks are just incredible. In our entire bodies, we have around 400 to 600 muscles. While an elephant's trunk alone are around 40,000 to 100,000 muscles. So they are very, very strong animals.
The mama duck's just sitting there watching.
Well, friends, around the corner, seems we have made our way to Flamingo Island. Now, Flamingo Island is pretty exciting. It is home to the greater flamingo. They're the largest of the flamingo species, hence that name greater. They are reaching heights around 5 feet tall. Now, flamingos, they are born with gray feathers. They get their pink color over time from something called beta carotene. This is found in bootleg shrimp. Yummy, so you get a lot of that. But because they are the largest of the flamingo species, that means they have to eat a lot more of that beta carotene to get a darker pink color. So that's why they look a little more white when they are big. Now we're going to make our way into the savannah. This is the far side of the reserve and my favorite area out here because my favorite animal lives out this way. Now I don't see them just yet as we make our way in, but I already see a great sign of them. It is this mud pit that's here on our left. Now this can always be a great sign that rhinos are nearby. Rhinos love to roll around in the mud. It's called wallowing. Helps them stay cool, it acts as a sunscreen, and even a bug repellent for them. It is one of the reasons why the black rhino get their name. It's for the darker soil that they wallow in. Oh, maybe no rhinos. It looks like there are some ostrich hanging out here to your right.
Hard to see. They're way up there.
An ostrich reaching up to about 9 feet tall. Makes them the tallest bird, but they're flightless. They can't fly. Instead, making up for it in their speed, ostrich happen to be the fastest animal on 2 feet, reaching around 35 to 40 miles per hour. Now, speaking of fast animals, here to your left, the fastest animal, the cheetah. There are 2 of them just here in the grass. Cheetah do have some phenomenal camouflage, though.
I don't know if you guys
They blend into the area surrounding them.
they're right there. You see?
Now reaching about 0 to 60 in 3 seconds flat makes cheetah the fastest land animal. They can maintain that speed for about 10 to 15 seconds. They're no marathon runners, but they can definitely get pretty fast in those couple of seconds. They have a lot of great features that help them out. Now they're the only cat that can't retract their claws, so those claws are always out, giving them that traction, that grip as they are running that fast. And they're also one of the only, they also have like that long swooping tail. So that tail kind of acts like a rudder on a boat, so it's going to help them change direction as they run. It's going to be very similar to an ostrich's wings. So they don't use their wings to fly, but they're going to use them to help them steer.
I think cheetah's pretty cute.
And one of my favorite things about cheetahs, they're one of the only large cats that can purr. They can't roar, so instead they chirp, kind of like a bird. And then not only purring, but meowing as well, so they're quite adorable. Compared to other large cats, maybe like lions or hyenas, cheetah actually hunt during the daytime, while those others will hunt during the night. And they're definitely built more for their speed than they are their power, so they know they could be easily overpowered by one of those larger cats. It could have that prey taken from them. So instead they're going to hunt during the daytime, which explains why they have those black stripes beneath their eyes, runs from their tear ducts down to their chin, and helps reflect the sun. That way they can see better as they hunt throughout the day.
These animals are sassy
There are two
today.
different coalitions or groups of cheetah live out here. Looks like these are the two. There's a group of 2 and then a group of 3. The 2 are twins, while the 3 are triplets. They're all females. We love to call them the cheetah girls. Looks like we're gonna get a pretty good look at these. Looks like there's 2 of them out in the open here in this next yard. So over to the far right, you can see those tails looking around.
There they are.
Just an amazing animal.
Oh no. It's not in the spot.
Oh, he rolled over and then behind the tree. Zoom out.
Well, speaking of some larger cats, these rocks here are kind of familiar. This formation of rocks we call Kobe, but a really great example of Kobe would be Pride Rock in The Lion King. Sometimes these rocks here can be a great vantage point for predators like the lion. It gives them a better look at their territory and just what's going on out there. So we have to keep our eyes open and see if we can see any lions out here today. Now, they are nocturnals. That means they're most active at nighttime, while we are diurnal. That means we're most active during the daytime. So to make up for all the things they do at night, they've just spend pretty much the entire day sleeping or resting. About 16 to 20 hours of their day are spent snoozing. Now, male lions will typically sleep more because the females do a majority of the hunting, about 80% of it, while the males stick back with their cubs to help protect them from other predators. So as we look for some lions, we can actually finally come up to some rhino. So I'm very excited. I mentioned they are my favorite out here, so I'm a little biased. So I think they're the coolest. But there's also a couple of baby white rhino live out here, which is just too hard to beat. You can look over here too. You're right, you're actually gonna see that youngest baby. She's about 1 year old.
Holy shit. Oh, dookie coming out.
And the white rhino, they are larger than the black rhino, reaching around 5,000 pounds. Also a lot more social, so we tend to find them more in groups together. So that black rhino back in the forest, they were on their own. They tend to be more solitary, while the white rhino, just like we saw there, in groups together. We call that group a crash, so a crash of rhino. Getting that group in, because they don't have the best eyesight, so they are known to crash into things and into each other. They make up for it with their ears as well as their sense of smell.
No lions.
Now, the white rhino getting their name for the Afrikaans word bite, that is spelled B-I-T-E, and it translates to wide instead of white. It's for their wide mouth and jaws. They are grazers. They can graze along the ground. While the black rhino is a browser. They browse along bushes and trees. So the difference between the black and white rhino isn't their color, it is the shape of their mouth. Pretty cool. Now heading down the hill, we're going to get another good look at those ostrich. They're going to be here to your right. It looks like they've actually no longer laid down. They've popped up now.
Yeah, I just can't see them through the window.
And these are female ostrich. You can tell because those feathers are gray, while males will have a darker brown color to them. Now, my favorite fact about ostrich is they have one of the largest eyeballs in all the animal kingdom. They can reach about 2 inches across. That does make their eyeballs a little larger than their brains. Now with a large bird does come some of the large eggs. I saw a couple as we made our way down the hill. Really can't to your right. Just there in front of those bushels of grass. There are a pile of ostrich eggs. Now these eggs are quite large. They can reach around 3 pounds, equivalent to about 2 dozen chicken eggs, and are very strong. The average sized human could stand on one of those eggs and it probably would crack. Well, friends, it does look like the time has come. I see the warden's post up here, and our warden lives on the edge of the reserve, so that means we are making our way back to the village of Harambe. But before you go, we get to see one last animal today. Now this is because the warden takes care of this animal, and they are the Nigerian dwarf goats. They're very social, very playful. They love to climb around on things, chase each other around, and headbutt. That is their form of play. They also have a sweet milk that is high in protein, so as the warden takes care of them, in turn they supply the warden with milk and cheese. So it is quite an awesome relationship and a great example of how we can live in harmony and live successfully with the wildlife around us. Now, we may not all have goats living in our yard. We may not live around rhinos and elephants, but we do still live around a lot of amazing wildlife that need our help. So my hope today as we head off the reserve is that you leave with a better understanding, appreciation for the world around you and all the animals we get to share it with. We are very, very lucky, my friends. We share one beautiful planet with so many amazing animals. And as we mentioned, a lot of them, they do truly need our help. Now, there are great ways we could do that, some of which you already learned about today. But some other great ways and easy ways might be by trying to reduce our plastic waste, using things like reusable bags and water bottles when we can, as well as recycling in general. So we hope you continue to use these recycling bins throughout the park today and throughout the rest of your stay here in Disney World. Now, one last great way, especially in this park, and my personal favorite, would be by donating to the Disney Conservation Fund. Disney matches every single donation dollar for dollar, and that goes directly towards amazing organizations like the International Rhino Foundation, the Big Life Foundation, Sea Turtle Conservation, and many, many more. Now, if you'd like to, you can donate to that at any of the merchandise shops located here throughout the park, and when you do, you get a button that says Hero on it, because you are a conservation hero, and you are actively making a difference in the world. Well, my friends, we are officially off the reserve now and back to the village. So on behalf of Kilimanjaro Safaris, I am Rachel, I'm from Dallas, Georgia, and it's been my pleasure having you out here on the reserve with me today. Thank you so much for joining me out there. I hope you had fun, I hope you saw something cool, and most importantly, I hope you learned something new today. Take what you did learn. Tell somebody about it. It's one of the very best ways to help these animals out. It's just by talking about them and starting those conversations they need us to have. Whether that be about poaching or habitat loss or deforestation, everything we do makes a difference, especially if we're all doing that together. Now, friends, before you go, I do have one last Swahili phrase. Here in Harambe, we do not like to say goodbye. It is far too sad and far too final. So instead we use kwaherini, which means to go well, and to go well with a hope and intention that I'm going to meet see you guys again someday. So kwaherini, my friends. Go well, go wild out there, go make a difference, and have a great rest of your day here in Disney's Animal Kingdom. Now on your right, watch your hands, arm, feet, and legs. Wardens get open the doors, and you are free. Have a great rest of your day. Watch your step, watch your head. Kwaherini, and we will see you real soon. See you later, Gators. Thanks for hanging out with me today.
Have a good day. Well, other than the Wi-Fi cutting out on us over and over and over again, that was good.
27 minutes and 30 seconds.
Is that how long it took us?
That's what at the front, the driver has a show time.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, and it says 27 minutes and 30 seconds.
Very cool. Okay, so there's a bunch of comments that I'm gonna go back and read real quick. Leslie's, and hopefully she's still in the chat. Leslie, I need your address. If you could email us at I come here for the food. I haven't gotten an email. Also, the last time we live streamed, I think Leslie said something about the Discord. I fixed the Discord link. It's now active. Okay, and there was another comment. A bunch of people love the, I know Patty said she loved it. LP loves it. Leslie loves the Safari. Fun fact about it, did you know that they used to have the driver used to carry a gun, a fake gun, prop gun, because there was a story that they were there in case they had the gun in case they came across any poachers. So they actually had a story on the safari.
Do you also remember, I think we talked about this before, one of the very first times that I ever rode this safari ride, they had the bridge that moved.
It moved, yeah. And it made you feel like you're gonna fall off.
Yeah, it moved like the driver said something about, oh, this is an old bridge or something like that, and then all of a sudden it like moves. It made you think you were gonna fall.
It's funny how much it's changed. LP, how are you doing today?
Wasn't it over the alligators or something? It was over something scary.
Right, it was I think it was like by the crocodiles, right?
I think so.
I was just gonna ask LP how living in Celebration is treating you. But you answered it before I had a chance to ask.
And then at the end, the water came out. Why were you watching me do it? Look away, go to the 30 today.
Say what? So even though that's a very jerky ride, my shoulder didn't hurt. Yeah, my shoulder came through pretty good.
And then I want to walk over to the Harambe market. I don't know if it's still open.
Well, we'll find out in just a minute. Yeah. What else they got? Now, it wasn't one of the cupcakes that you wanted, was it?
No. I'm kind of done with cupcakes for a little while unless they. Hi.
Hello. They did. They did. And the quality didn't go up all that much.
No. Oh, there's a cute jersey over here.
Where did we go the other day, Brittany? And we bought the ugly Christmas sweater.
Oh, it was lunch. Not sack lunch.
Bag lunch.
No, it's on my my Facebook. They always show box lunch.
Box lunch. We went to a store the other day and found some really cool Disney stuff at Box Lunch.
And we got some matching Christmas sweaters.
First time we got a matching shirts.
And they light up.
They do. Pretty so excited about it.
I don't know. It'd be a little bit too cheesy if we actually wore them
Oh,
together.
this is cute.
But I like them. We're gonna wear them around Christmas. It seems kind of like them.
Patty said she likes that shirt.
I do too. But in the what, like 6 month span, I've gone from having one of those to having like 4.
And you only wear it like 2 times a year.
Yeah, it's because it's so hot all the time.
Hello, good evening.
Whoa.
I like that.
The Wakanda shirt.
It's the back.
I don't like the back of it.
Why?
I don't like that style of lettering. I like the shirt overall though. See, I would actually rather if they did it in some kind of like tribal kind of script. I think that would look cool. John said that box lunch is Hot Topic for moms.
My favorite store now.
Brittany really likes Hot Topic too, so she's somewhere in the middle.
That's their demographic, is me.
Yeah.
I bought everything.
So Yeah.
How y'all doing today?
Me too.
But no, they also had like a 50% off area in the back of that.
Yeah, they had a really cool. So I am a Hufflepuff, and Brittany is a Slytherin, and they had some really cool like soccer jerseys. They didn't have my size, or I would have bought one. What else did they have?
They had mini backpacks.
Oh, the mini backpacks. Yeah. They did have a lot of them.
I did not get any of them.
And then Hot Topic. Brittany likes Hot Topic because we get a lot of Disney stuff from there. Harry Potter too.
I like their band shirts too.
Yeah,
Although they're getting a little bit away from the band shirts.
they
I
have
bought
them.
Morgan shirt the other day.
True.
And I can wear that at Universal.
Yeah,
Because they have a Bob Marley restaurant.
which is a great place to eat.
Yeah.
I hope Leslie's still in the chat. I'm gonna have to make a community tab post just about Leslie. We actually need to ask her if which Eeyore she likes more, the one with the dot eyes or the one with the sad eyes.
Oh, yeah. The one with the dot eyes is easier
the
to find.
books, yeah.
It's in Magic Kingdom. But it's the one from the books, not the one from the show.
Yeah, but the books are
Well, it depends-
legit.
Well, it depends on which Eeyore you grew up with. I grew up with the one in the show, in the movie.
Yeah, but remember the one with the sad eyes is this style. It's in the little baby bag.
But there's another one that we just haven't found yet. And I don't know where it is.
Yep, we've had absolutely no luck finding Tinkerbell anything.
I say almost. It wasn't almost because she wasn't there. But in the store right up here next to the Tree of Life, they have a bunch of Disney princesses that are plushy. And I was like, oh great! And I started like scanning the princesses because she would have been there if she would have been anywhere.
Yeah.
She wasn't.
What a bummer. All right, I need to duck into this restroom really fast.
Where do you want me to be?
Wherever you want to be. Give me your phone so I can find you.
Well, I'm gonna walk then. You're gonna have my phone. I'm walking this way.
Okay, I'll catch you in just a second.
Anybody know any Club 33 people? So we could go to the real Harambe house. It's right here. Just beyond these bushes. I'm so jealous. It's kind of a really far walk from where we were to Pandora. Oh, they got the new Disney popcorn ones. It looks like a picnic basket, like a Mickey hand. And I think you can put your hand inside the Mickey hand, so it looks like your hand is a Mickey hand. It's cute.
Nice, yeah.
Valley of Moara. I haven't seen the new Pandora movie.
África y de ahí hacia.
¿Y cuánto tiempo de espera tiene eso? 60.
Eva, man.
Who?
The gimbal's a little goofy.
Huh?
The gimbal's a little goofy.
It is a little bit goofy. LP, I saw your chat while I was coming back. My recovery is actually going really well. I'm surprised that I've bounced back as much as I have, actually.
65 minutes.
For a flight of passage. So it's still sore, obviously. It's only been 15 days, but I got a full bill of health, clean bill of health. They fixed me up, told me I could even ride rides today if I wanted to. The good news about my surgery is that they didn't have to repair my rotator cuff after all. It was actually I had a goofy labrum, so they had to fix my labrum. So good thing, nothing structurally needed to be repaired. They just needed to go in and shave some stuff. They shaved my collarbone, like removed part of the collarbone. And what else did they do? Fix the labrum.
I don't know, does it have to do with arthritis?
I had some arthritis cleaned out, which was not a big deal. Are you ready for Satuli? You want the ocean moon?
Yes.
Just let me know when you're ready to eat, and you can mobile order it if you want, and then we can. Got another half hour. Guys, we are gonna do a hard stop at 2 hours today, just because I don't wanna overdo my shoulder. So we got about another half hour or so.
Okay, I want to go over to Starbucks and get one of those drinks. Refreshers.
Okay. Do you want to walk through here a little bit and then head over to Starbucks? Brittany wants to get a refresher from Starbucks. Here, switch sides.
I've never been inside and ordered from the Starbucks.
I think the only time we were in here was when we went through like Magic, right?
Yeah, you form like a really quick line because that's where they gave you the free Mickey bars. Yeah, there were like a bunch of cast members there, and all they were doing they were like double fisting, handing out the Mickey bars.
So, Patty, what they had to do was they actually removed part of my collarbone, a little bit of it, the end of it, and that also got rid of my arthritis in that shoulder. Kind of a painful thing to do. And of course, I can't. My range of motion, I have very limited range of motion in my left shoulder. Like I said the other day, I can't do a push-up. I'm not going to win any arm wrestling matches. But I can hold my gimbal with my phone on it, so.
Your arm doesn't hurt, so that's good.
Yeah, I mean, it's starting to tighten up on me a little bit right now. A little bit, but nothing major.
Get some water.
I do, I'm really dehydrated.
You drink the whole thing and I'll get another one.
Nah, that's all I wanted to know. Or the moon bowl.
Coming up empty. Well, we knew about that one.
Oh, thank you so much, LP. We were actually pretty surprised. Even my surgeon was. I had my post-op yesterday, and he said, what he saw on the MRI was actually the labrum was I mean, it made the MRI look like the rotator cuff was torn. Luckily, it was just the labrum, so that was good. Hey, love bugs, how are you doing today? The good news is that initially I was looking at like 6 months of recovery, and yesterday he told me that they want me doing physical therapy starting on Monday. So that's a huge change. They took me out of the sling yesterday. So I was wearing a sling all the time until yesterday. Last night was the first night that I slept without it, and it was probably the first night of good sleep I've had.
Yeah, it was uncomfortable.
Oh, it was so uncomfortable. Made my hand go numb. It was terrible. Another good part is I can get in the pool like starting next week because my stitches are out, so we can go to Volcano Bay one of these days. Like, I'm not trying to get into the ocean anytime in the next week or so, but
We like Volcano Bay.
like, Volcano Bay is fun.
See that Mickey house? That Mickey hat? I heard all those people say.
Now, where is this Starbucks at? Brittany specifically asked me to ask my surgeon yesterday if I could ride rides at Universal. So I asked him, I said, well, we're going to Disney tomorrow, so can I ride any rides? And he's like, yeah, that's fine. And I phrased it like this. I said, my wife is a complete Disney dork and wants to know if I can ride rides with her at Disney. He said, I am also a Disney dork, and yes, you can ride Disney rides.
Well, maybe I'm wrong. It might be that way. And right before you go to the bridge.
Okay. Isn't that it right there? No, that's the Mercantile. So it's gonna be left. Patty, I was absolutely miserable for 10 straight days. I couldn't do anything. I got so tired of watching TV. I thought I was gonna scream.
Have you ever seen Nara?
It's starting to heat up.
Yeah, we would like.
I'm sorry? Otters. We gotta make a pit stop for otters.
Do you see them? You can see them better right here.
Oh, they are pretty good.
They're hiding.
Oh, right behind the tree. You actually got a pretty good view right there. Is there one swimming?
No, he's like rolling around in the dirt. See him on the side?
Yep. You ready? You won't be on the tree, so I can't anymore.
He's doing this.
Okay, you're not ready?
No, I'm not ready. Come on.
Well, I asked if you're ready. You said yes. Yeah, he's cleaning himself. Let's zoom in. Yeah. Is he grooming?
I don't know. Is he dreaming?
No, he's awake.
Maybe he's got a bug in his hands. Made him mad.
LPI start physical therapy next week. I think, well, I tried to schedule it today, but the was closed. So I'm gonna have to call and schedule it on Monday. But yeah, my surgeon wants me to start doing the bands, which I can start now by myself. I've already done physical therapy. He just wants me to do the same thing I did before. So I know what I'm gonna do. Now I just gotta pay for it. My surgery was not cheap either. That was the shocking part.
Don't take it, Thomas.
Oh, they got a. I wonder if this is a good cinnamon. Oh, Cinnabon. Oh, wait, what's this? Oh, this is cute. Brittany. I'll have to show her after she gets her coffee. I like this. This is really, really cute. $28. I bet Brittany would like that. Oh, they have little shot glasses. Oh, that's so cute. Hey, Brittany. You see this? They have little shot glass versions of this over there.
I'm afraid of all the ones that look like they're glass.
You wouldn't want to drop that.
So if I get the one on the first bar, it's going to be either the pink drink, the jumbo icy, or mango dragon fruit. Which one? I never had the pink drink. And people talk about the pink drink.
What is the pink drink?
I have no idea what it's thinking. You want anything?
I'm kind of curious about the cinnamon roll.
Maybe it's this. Maybe it's that. Maybe that's what it was. The moose thing. Hold on, let me stay here. I think that's what it was.
Was it that? I think we found the treat that Brittany was looking for.
I'm getting it.
Is that what it was? So it's the beehive? I think this is what Brittany wanted. That we were talking about at the beginning of the stream. You have to grab one, right? It's right there. Huh? So what do we do? Just wait for the next person to call us?
I guess so.
Brittany?
Can I get the pink drink also, please? Can I have a name?
In which size?
Alright. Do you have the top?
Yeah.
Yeah, do you have a top? Do you want anything?
I do. I want one of the cinnamon rolls.
Did you want your cinnamon roll warm?
Please.
Here are your coffee receipts.
Anything else?
I think that would do it.
Be $13.29.
Did you get the cupcake?
Did you get my dome?
The
I did not.
Anything else?
what?
Be $19.99.
I'll have a
Can you go down to the end? Excuse me.
So this looks suspiciously like a cupcake.
It probably is.
What is it? It says it's a dome.
A dome.
Honey beehive mousse dome. Kind of looks like cupcake. Oh, do you want to go sit outside? Wait for me?
Sure. Guys, we're gonna people watch for a minute while we wait for Brittany. All right, let's people watch for a few minutes until Brittany comes out. All right, let's see. Did I miss any chats over the last couple of minutes? Oh, Patty, I didn't see. I understand about not doing over 2 hours. Don't want to make things worse. Patty, you're very welcome. I'm just glad to be back and streaming, to be honest. The last 2 weeks have been boring as heck. And LP, I'm sure that the physical therapy is going to help, but it's going to suck at the same time. Oh, I gotta take this bag off for a few minutes. Just digging into my decision.
Oh, I can't see that.
Oh shoot, wait.
Energy, you're right. He's right now, I can't raise my arm up, and I'm sure. I know the physical therapist. He's gonna want to. The first thing he's gonna say is, "Well, let's put your hands over your head." I know he's going to. LP, I do that all the time, so don't feel too bad.
My phone brings up the worst. That must be really hot though. It might just bring the worst out of me, guys. Well, guys, you're just. I haven't seen my story.
Oh, is she coming out? Is this her? Nope. Nope. Still no.
I mean, they are flat.
Is this her? Yes, it is. All right, here comes Brittany with the rest of our stuff.
Hey, hey.
I suppose your name, N-E-Y.
Did they?
Yeah, do you want me to go fight him?
Yes. All right, I'm gonna sit over here.
All right, so they have put a lot more icing on the picture than on the actual cinnamon roll.
All right. Real quick.
You gotta take some pictures.
Real quick. And then. So, can anybody tell me what this pink drink is?
Brittany has questions about this pink drink.
I do. Because I've heard of it, and I've heard people say that they want to make it on their own.
I've never heard of it before, so I can't help you.
You have a black one? Sarah has a big, who's your pink one?
It is a big roll. It's like as big as my hand.
Is it like, oh, I have these.
Oh,
Okay.
my phone.
Your phone died.
But it didn't know. It's got a lot of.
I don't
There it
like
is.
Sarah at all. She hates me. And I've sent it to her Facebook.
I used to like her so much, and now I don't even know what happened.
Our crisp strawberry acai refresher beverage with accents of passion fruit and combined with creamy coconut milk.
Oh, coconut milk.
Thank you, RG. He even got the little trademark sign, well, registered sign in the chat.
Oh.
I'm just hoping that it's a good big roll. I'm an absolute cinnamon roll snob, so
I mean, it looks tasty.
it's gonna get cold by the time you're done taking pictures
Hey,
of
chill
it.
out. Okay.
All right, time to dig in.
That's crazy.
So I'm gonna check to see if this is in fact a dome or a cupcake in disguise. Oh! This is good. Here, try.
I thought it bit you for a second.
No, I didn't expect it at all.
That is good.
I like this. I want to
It's
get one of these.
refreshing.
I want to get one of these every single time.
Hey, they'll come after you, RG, if you're not careful. Starbucks is they take no prisoners.
New favorite thing. New favorite thing.
Just so you know what Brittany's doing right now.
New favorite thing. You know how when we went to Universal and
What?
yes, And the, oh shit. This isn't bad.
It's better than the one at Gaston's.
It is. It's not so bready.
Yeah.
You know how we went to Universal and I figured out that I really like the lemon squash?
Yeah.
That's how I feel about this.
All right then. Because you like that a lot.
Okay. This. Hopefully this is the thing that I've been wanting for 2 weeks. 3 weeks.
It's been 3 weeks since we went to Vero already.
You ready? Going to cut into it. Can you see it?
Yep.
How much do you want to bet that there is cake at the bottom of this? And they are just not telling you that this is a cupcake. Can you see? Can you see?
Yep.
There's cake at the bottom. But we're gonna try it. See if it's any good. Or maybe it's a brownie at the bottom. You think it's a brownie?
That would make it a dome, wouldn't it?
I don't know. That's a brownie.
John called it a cupcake. It calls itself a dome, John. And Brittany, is it good?
I like it. I like the top of this much, much better than the top of a cupcake. Because it's light and it's whipped and it's not super icing-y.
Let me try it.
This is very good. I would take this 5 times over a regular cupcake. What do you think?
All right, the texture is awesome. It's very, very fluffy compared to a cupcake. The brownie's good, although I'd prefer cake.
Is it just a packed cake? Oh, look, it's a bunny.
Little bunny rabbit. The flavor, there isn't much.
I like it. It's not super sweet.
It doesn't have flavor to me. That's the problem.
Oh, I enjoy it. I want to compare it to something, but I can't compare it to anything right now. I can't think of it.
That falls flat for me.
No. Much better than a cupcake.
I wish it had more flavor. Like a flavor, like a specific flavor.
It does. It's got, well, it's supposed to be like a honey flavor because it's looks like a bee. Honey.
Can I get a water with my Gatorade packet? Yeah, I mean, it's not bad. It's not bad. You're right, it's not as sweet as like a cupcake would be.
I didn't even know. I've been sleeping on this place.
I do like the refresher. That's very good.
I'm pretty happy.
The Cinnabon was probably the best Cinnabon I've had, or Cinnabon bun, that I've had at Disney.
I could eat this whole thing. That's how much.
It's not a Cinnabon though.
It's not.
But you're gonna eat the whole thing.
Why?
Because I just ate a cinnamon bun.
Cinnamon.
And,
Okay.
John said, in fairness, it is halfway between a dome and a cupcake.
It is very good. I wish all the cupcakes tasted like this because then I would be able to eat the entire cupcake without feeling sick.
It depends where you're talking about a cupcake from. Those
Everywhere.
Busch Gardens cupcakes. Those Busch Gardens cupcakes are the best I've had.
I'm talking about a Disney cupcake.
Yeah, Disney cupcakes are just way too much sugar.
Hey, number 1.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. I like the texture of it a lot. And the texture alone would make me want to get it again.
I don't really care about the little honeycomb looking thing because it's just white chocolate.
I like white chocolate. Brittany doesn't. John said it is better than a Walt Disney World cupcake. I'm glad you like it.
Yeah, I like this.
My problem with Disney World cupcakes in particular, is they're all either just chocolate or vanilla. Like if they had like lemon or like something else.
Sometimes they do.
Sometimes they do, but honestly, RG, I think they actually want them to crash at nighttime, so they get them all riled up on sugar. They run around the park like crazy demons, and
You said demons.
yeah, the kids get the parents to buy them everything while they're here, and then as soon as they get on the bus to go back to the resort, they're out cold. I agree, John. I agree about the cinnamon roll. I'm spoiled. I'm a Cinnabon kind of guy. Honestly, it's like if I'm ever gonna get a cinnamon roll, it's gonna be at Universal because Cinnabon is by far my favorite cinnamon roll.
Cinnabon better be good because that's all they do. If they mess theirs up, something's wrong.
Yeah, they're gonna have some problems.
Are you gonna look at my empty tray now?
Sorry, Brittany's getting mad. Well, I'm glad my shoulder held up. I think the stream held up pretty well for the whole time. Guys, I'm going to re-upload the high quality version of this because I think it had the most glitches during the safari, which was the best part of the live stream in my opinion. So keep an eye open for that. I'm going to put it up on Tuesday. We will be back. We're going to be at Universal next week. We're going to be at the studio side next week, right? John, do you know did the Jurassic Park tribute store open up yet? John, I don't think I've ever liked the cinnamon roll at Gaston's. It's.
I think if you go early, it might be better.
That's what John said. Mornings are good.
Yeah, when they just like make them and just warm.
My thing is, if I'm going to Magic Kingdom and I'm going to get a treat, it's going to be at Sleepy Hollow Tavern, and I'm going to get the waffle, Nutella waffle. John said that the tribute store is open. So yeah, we're going to be at Universal next week. The following week will probably be, maybe we'll do Universal 2 weeks in a row. We haven't been on the adventure in a while. And then the 15th, we're going to be live streaming from Boulder Ridge and from one of the parks. Haven't decided which one yet. So just so you know, we're going to have 4 live streams in the next 3 weeks. Should be a good time.
Get yourself a pink drink.
Brittany is a definite go on the pink drink. RG, thanks for hanging out with us, man. You were here the whole time, so we appreciate it. Also, next week we will be having a members-only live stream before our regular live stream, so we'll let you guys know what time that's going to start. It'll probably be at 3:30 from City Walk. Mickey Views just tweeted out, bring back Fast Pass. I agree. Oh, WDW Street Fighter, thank you for coming and hanging out with us. Always love when you guys are here. Don't forget to hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to share. Guys, when we hit 2,500 subs, we're going to go ahead and do another giveaway. We actually lost a lot of subscribers during our vacation, our 2 weeks of pain-filled vacation. So we're going to try to work back up to 2,500. As soon as we hit it, we're going to do another live stream. So your compliance will be rewarded. Hail Hydra. shoulder is definitely starting to tighten up on me a little bit. Yeah. I haven't really had a chance to stretch that at all. Oh, Patty, I didn't see your chat. Thank you for coming and hanging out. You'll have a wonderful afternoon. Actually, you'll have a wonderful weekend. Where would you like to go to next? Trump's. Oh, and Leslie, if you're still here, I need you to email me. And we're going to blindly choose a Meteor for you today.
There's something written over here I want to go to.
Alright, I'm going to go ahead and